So welcome on this week's This Must Be the Place. We're going to talk about Lex Ham.
Lex Ham.
Lex Ham. For those who don't know what Lex Ham is, it is not
Lex Luthor and
a ham hock combined in a
no
experiment.
It's not.
It's not a new brand of ham.
No.
Like
Black Forest.
Yes. Yeah.
Green eggs and
Lex Ham. It is a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Lexington and Hamline, and it's what lies between the two, but not the whole way.
No, not
that'd be too much.
It'd be too much.
It's like from Summit.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
This must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place. Ain't no time to waste. Ain't no time to waste. So whether you in Minneapolis or St. Paul, Bloomington to Maple Grove, from the east side to the west side, down south to way up north, let me hear you say,
hello.
Oh, you're just going with that. We're going with the hello.
Hello. I don't even really have anything this week. And welcome to This Must Be the Place, the only Twin Cities real estate and real estate adjacent podcast.
I think your camping is bullshit.
Where one,
You guys drive cars to get there, spew shit all in the environment. You eat your beans over a fire.
I lit
poop
something
in the
up.
woods.
I love it.
I just, what kind of resources are that? Keeping the environment all pristine for campers to fuck it up.
I think state and national parks are a treasure that we need to keep.
It was a bad take. I was just reaching for something.
I don't know. It's good. I respect it. Hello. I don't even know what I was going to say something about Tater hot dish, but I couldn't figure it out. Welcome to This Must Be the Place, the only Twin Cities real estate and real estate adjacent podcast where one of the hosts bought
a baking dish as
a casserole
dish? A casserole dish as a client gift for Babs and Sheila. Shout out Babs and Sheila, friends of the pod, in the shape of Minnesota.
That's stellar.
That's a good gift.
That's a great gift.
Yes. And
I didn't know that. And they're a Golden Shields client.
They are Golden Shields client.
Yes.
I just took care of it because you had taken care of the Will and Monica.
I took care of a different one. Shout out Will and Monica, friends of the pod.
And what's even better, and I think this is the way we should go. We're unveiling this live to you and the world. My wife gets her hair cut by the same woman who cuts Tim Walls' wife's hair.
Gwen.
And Gwen shared her mother's tater tot hot dish recipe with the hair cutter, salonist.
The hair cutter. I'm sure she loves to be referred to as that.
I was going to say barber, but I don't think she's a barber either. What do women get? The stylist?
Hairdresser?
I think
that's like an
old-timey too.
Stylist.
Yeah,
stylist.
They probably have fancier names.
Although hair cutter really gets to the root of what.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
They cut hair.
So my wife was like, I should get the recipe. And that's what you can get the Minnesota baking dish.
Yeah.
And inside you can give the governor's mother-in-law's Minnesota hot dish recipe.
Tremendous.
As a welcome to the state.
Tremendous.
And now every time they pull out that dish and bake some fucking cheesy, overly meaty thing, or even I would bake a chocolate chip cookie in it.
In the state of Minnesota.
Sure. They'll think of us. And how much they love the fact that they relocated here from Missouri. I'm going to say Missouri like this. Missouri.
More like misery.
That's how we should start saying it.
God damn.
Yeah.
We are funny.
Lots of dad jokes.
For Will and Monica's closing gift.
Yes.
I like to keep it local, and I got them CJ's Spicy Pickles. Shout out Karen, my sister-in-law. She makes...
Does Karen spell her name with a C?
Yeah.
Oh. I would have thought it was a K.
Nope.
KJ's Spicy Pickles.
And 2 Scoops Cookies. Shout out Leah McKenzie. She lives in my neighborhood. Her kids go to the same school, the Minneapolis public schools that my kids have gone to. And she, out of her kitchen, has a cookie business, and they're some of the best cookies I've ever had in my whole life. So We got to get. I always say, I'm like a drug dealer with these closing gifts.
Yeah.
First taste is free,
Yeah.
and then you're going to get hooked on these things.
Yeah, and then you're going to sell
and
your
then
body
we're going to
for
support local
cookies
businesses.
in the street.
Cookies and spicy pickles.
Oh, okay. I was going to go somewhere else with that.
Oh no.
Cookies and spicy pickles.
I want to talk more about tater tot hot dish quick.
Cookies and spicy pickles. I like that as like a name for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like what?
I don't know.
Like state fair related, which is coming up.
Like cookies and spicy pickles sounds like it sounds like it could
Like
be
an album title.
like a good restaurant, like a breakfast place.
You're the creative one, man. You're the artist. I don't. If you're onto something, you're playing 3D chess here.
Yeah.
Tater tot hot dish.
Yes. I've never had it. I don't think.
What?
I don't think I've ever had it. I don't think I've actually ever had it.
What? Okay.
Because I don't know that it's a thing anywhere else, but like up here.
So do you know? Okay, so the traditional way, like my grandma would make it. Shout out Phyllis. She's still with us.
That rhymed too. Can we get her on the pod?
We could get her on the pod.
Anzie's coming in on Friday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Well, Phyllis.
You're going to be away, so we can't get her on the pod. Should I do a pod with my mom? Just me and my mom?
Bring Phyllis too.
And Phyllis.
Yeah, she won't know what's going on. It's great.
Okay.
But she's still totally with it. Anyway, she would occasionally make tater tot hot dish.
Yeah.
And I love her to death. She is the most Minnesota Lutheran ass cook you've ever met in your whole life. Where like pepper, nuh-uh.
No.
Nope.
Just bland.
Salt, nah.
Where's the flavor come from? The taters?
So it's like you just the congealed like cream of celery, cream of mushroom soup. It's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Ground
You
beef,
still got to gussy that up.
waxy ass canned green beans,
No.
tater tots, and then you bake it.
But I feel like you could make a really great version.
That's what
of
I'm
that.
saying. Like you make a roux or a bechamel or something, right? And then you get some like I feel like you could do like sausage and broccolini or something.
Okay.
Instead of like hamburger and like little canned green beans and
Would
you can make it really good.
Would you use tater tots, like classic traditional tater tots?
You have to use tater tots.
Or would you like use purple Peruvian potatoes, strain them, make your own tater tots, and then
No, I would use tater tots.
You just go with the classic.
I would go with the classic. Although
Rida?
I would probably fry them, not bake them, because I like the crunch.
Sure.
And then you just melt cheese in the broiler on top.
Does that maintain the consistency of the bottom layer so it doesn't soak up all the shit that's on top of it?
I mean, traditionally, no, it's a mess.
Okay.
But I think between the
How
two
do
of
you
us,
maintain the crunch in the tater tot?
because you put the tater tots on last if you deep fry them.
Oh, I thought they were the crust on the bottom.
No.
What's on the bottom?
The bottom is the sludge of
The tater
meat.
tots are the crust on top.
Tater tots on top and then cheese on top of the tater tots melted.
Okay. I mean, I can get behind this for like a winter meal. I just don't think I've ever had it.
This must be the place pod@gmail.com.
If you have
If I'm wrong or if you have any great ideas,
not even great ideas, I want to say submit your best hot dish recipes.
Tater tot hot dish
Tater
recipe.
tot hot dish recipes. I want the inbox to be flooded.
Yeah.
And I think we should, if we get some, I think we should make them and test them.
I mean, I've made it before, but I would love to try a different. The people.
Yeah, the people's version.
The people's version.
Since we are the people's champs, we're the people's realtors.
This must be the place. Now we have a tagline. The people's realtors.
Dude, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
We might have to redo our house signs.
Yeah.
Besides being the people's realtors, I was talking to some friends yesterday, and we went to Lynette. Shout out Lynette.
Oh, yeah.
Again, Petite Leon, off the list.
Banned.
Dead. Banned. Lynette has taken their place and then some.
The braised short rib hummus. Isn't that what it is?
But no, now it's like eggplant something with like cabbage and like
I love cabbage.
shishito or piquillo peppers.
Love it.
And, yeah, it's great. It's really good. But so we got back from dinner and we were talking about it. I was like, oh man, I waited so long in life to get a real job. Because I did. if you don't consider this a real job, and sometimes it doesn't feel like it when you're making music.
Sure.
You're just kind of hanging out making music. But I was talking with them, and she said to me, shout out Bree, friend of the pod. This episode
my God.
could be called friend of the pod.
Yeah.
She said, if you had become a realtor like
20 years
ago, you might be the douchebag that you sort of rail against, right? Like, I'm not going to name any names, but like the people that have grown up in this and like inherited mommy or daddy's business and like, you know what I mean? That's all they've ever done.
She's
they have
right.
no life experience beyond that. Like,
Bree's right.
We both, you from the restaurant industry, me from this, like we've worked with so many different walks of life and have so many different experiences from like uber wealthy, like amazing, like super mansion-y summit living people to the complete other side of the socioeconomic spectrum, white, black, African, transgender, like whatever, right?
Yeah.
All walks of life,
Yeah.
because we've been in professions that bring us into contact with those people.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in real estate, you could make it so you never have to come in contact with any other people if you don't want to. Like if you pick a specific neighborhood in a specific city and that's where you're going to work and you decide what your client base is going to be, that might be your thing, and you don't have that like history or experience or secondary knowledge to draw from. And so, and I thank Bree for mentioning that, because
She's right.
I think she's right in terms of how I think both of us approach the job, and I had never thought about
It's
that before.
perspective, man.
Yeah.
Life gives you perspective. And not that we're old men, but we're kind of old.
Yeah, for sure. Old as shit.
Yeah. But yeah, many people have probably said this, but when I was early in my restaurant career, somebody, a higher up that I didn't really like, said something that made sense. Everybody should work in a restaurant for a year.
Yeah.
Because
You get treated like shit.
Exactly.
You learn hard work.
Yes.
You learn like what it means when you get stiffed for a tip.
Yep.
Or when you get an amazing tip and it just makes your week because you're having a hard time.
Yeah.
You learn how to communicate and play on a team. Or
Floor calls. Remember floor calls? Behind.
Yeah. Well, for sure. Yeah, but you learn
On your left.
all that stuff.
Yeah. You learn how to treat people, and you learn how not to treat people. Mm-hmm. More importantly, because
you also learn how to say what you want.
Yeah.
And I mean that sincerely, because the Minnesota Nice thing drives me crazy at some points.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll be at a restaurant and I'll be like, this drink doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
Like, can you please like change it or have it made? And my family looks at me like I'm nuts.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so over the top?
we
And I'm like, trust me, like they want me to enjoy what I'm eating and drinking. If it's a good restaurant, they want you to feel taken care of and they want to make it right. And if it's not a good restaurant, why would you like, and I don't mean in terms of like the food, but in terms of the service or the quality of people or the ownership or whatever, like, why would I want to frequent them, or why wouldn't they want to then know what they're doing wrong so they can do it better for next time?
This is what I'm going to say. You're 100% right on everything.
But
if I go to a restaurant and people are friendly and the staff is great and I hear a lot about it and I'm there for the first time and I order a dish I'm excited about and it's not as good as I was hoping, I ain't saying shit.
Yeah. No, but
and
hold
I
on.
should.
Hold on. But not as good as I was hoping is different than like, this drink is disgusting, I can't drink it. Right? Like you order a
like what?
Like old fashions, because that's the thing, right? You can make an old fashioned one of two ways. Tell me which way. How can you make an old fashioned one of two ways?
The easiest, most delicious, correct way, in my opinion, is simple syrup, bitters, and bourbon.
Okay. Now, what's the other way to make it?
Like those dumb shits in Wisconsin with cherry. You muddle cherries and you put brandy in it and sugar and...
Sure. So when you order one that's billed as that and you get the other, and you're like, bro, like, I'm like, can you ask him to go remake this without all the fucking fruit swimming around in it?
Yeah.
Like, I'll do that.
Like oranges and like
Because I just paid $17 for that fucking fruit salad in a bowl or a cup. And
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to send something back because I'm like, I don't quite like the seasoning on this burger. No, it's not going to happen. But if they mess it up, if they gave you a burger that was supposed to come with like, if you ordered a bacon cheeseburger with a fried egg over top of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds good.
And they brought you the burger, a bacon cheeseburger without the fried egg over top of it, would you ask where the fried egg was? Or would you just eat it and shut up?
I want to say I would say something, but I probably...
You'd eat it and shut up?
I'd probably eat it and shut up, depending on the situation where I was. And then if I got charged for it, I'd probably say, you know what? The burger was great, but I didn't get the fried egg.
I'd be like...
You don't snap.
No, I don't snap. I don't snap. I go when they go by. I go like this. Excuse me. This doesn't have the fried egg on it. Do you think they could just bring it out? I'll put it on myself. And then they're usually like, oh no, we'll do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So like
your way is the right way.
Yeah. So I'm not, But anyways, I digress.
Yes.
Can we talk about why we're doing this pod today early? They don't know it's early, but it is early.
We got to sling some tent.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Content.
Oh, I thought you meant you're going to go camping and swing some tents, and that's why we're doing this early.
No.
Which is the truth.
We're doing it early. I'm not going camping.
Wait.
I'm not going camping.
Where are you going?
I'm going on a family vacation. Every August, my ex-girlfriend, who later became my wife, and my son, Henry, and my daughter, Violet, we go on a trip out west.
Okay. Not camping.
We don't go camping, no. But we go into the mountains, national parks, hiking.
Oh, so you just drive there and day hike and then
we don't drive.
Stay at a
no,
hotel.
we fly. Last year we drove. It was
fancy S's.
Yeah. We did because we wanted to check the box of like the great American road trip.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to say like we did it.
Yeah.
So we drove out to Wyoming last year to Grand Teton National Park.
Yeah. Dog burrito.
So far my favorite
Yeah.
national park.
It's really cool. The wildlife you see there is incredible. Did you see any moose?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Black bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stumbled across a mom and 2 black bear cubs. And
did you get up into Yellowstone at all, or did you just
No,
stay
we
in the
didn't.
Tetons?
We just stayed in the Tetons.
Okay.
And
did you, hold on.
Yep.
Did you get to the Jackson Hole ski resort and take the tram up to the top and eat waffles?
Yeah, we ate waffles, and I panicked the whole time because I don't like heights, and my daughter doesn't like heights.
That's where I met Dell.
Oh, for real?
On that tram.
Yeah.
As he was accepting the job for
No
the
way.
Timberwolves at the top of the place.
That's so cool. Yeah, we went to the top, and we had the waffles, and my daughter and I stayed at the waffle place, and my ex-girlfriend and my son hiked along the edge of a cliff or something, like 11,000 feet.
I carried my mom because it was snowy. I had to throw her on my shoulder and walk her up to the top because she only had sneakers on.
Sounds like a lie. Is that true?
No, swear to God.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, so I didn't like heights, so we just stayed at the waffle place.
Didn't like heights. That's a hell of a place to go.
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
pretty crazy.
Treacherous up there.
It's a pretty smooth tram ride, though.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, it's like a tram. You expect it to be like a train on the ground, but it's not. They call it a tram, but it's like a gondola.
Huge
like an
gondola.
enormous
Yeah,
gondola.
where you can fit 20 people or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I thought you were going hiking, man.
No.
I thought you were like
We are going
I thought you
hiking.
were going camping. When
No.
you say hiking, I'm like, oh, and he's going camping.
Oh, no. We stay at like a Airbnb or something.
Gotcha.
And then we plot out our hikes for the day. Nothing too crazy because I've got complaining teenagers. So, we'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4 miles. But you're going like straight up.
So let me ask this.
Yeah.
You are giving me shit about a new pair of shoes and some.
I'm
and
just
some
wondering about your
second wind
finances.
golf clubs, and you're going on a whirlwind vacation of the Mountain West, where you're staying in Airbnbs and planning out the perfect hikes. You probably have some romantic sunset dinner with some fancy wine somewhere. You're a true realtor.
We're flying in Adele She's going to sing to us at our dinner.
I was about to sing hello, but
Lionel Richie's hello.
yeah, but it was Lionel Richie's hello that was in my.
That's every time I think of hello, I think of
Because
Lionel Richie.
hers is like hello from the right.
Yes.
And his is like hello.
Hello.
And that's the one that went immediately in my head for Adele. I think that would be a very cool mashup.
If nobody's done that, this
Lionel
must be the
Richie
place
X
pod at
Adele.
gmail.com.
The People's Realtors present.
People's Realtors present.
Oh, Lex Ham.
Lex Ham.
What about Lex Ham? You got a whole thing you want to talk about with Lex Ham. And technically, I guess it's Lex Ham adjacent. Maybe,
Yeah, it's more Lex Ham adjacent, but
That's
like
the weird thing about Lex Ham. I'll throw that out there if we
I'm
want
going to be looking at my phone for a lot of this, but whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
And now, This Must Be the Place presents Neighborhood Watch.
Lex Ham is a very tiny little sub neighborhood of a neighborhood.
Yeah, because
right?
it's not a
Union Park-
designated neighborhood within St. Paul.
No, so you have Miriam Park, and then Union Park, which is like Summit University.
Yes.
And then you have Lex Ham, which is in between Miriam Park and Summit University.
Yeah.
And I think all of that
Summit Hill?
Summit University.
Summit University.
Summit Hill is on the other side.
Yes.
Even further of
Hello from
Graham.
the other side.
And it's a tiny neighborhood between Lexington and Hamline. The only time it breaks past Hamline is when you hit Idemill Road,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes to where Idemill Road lets in.
At Selby?
At like Selby.
Yeah.
Right? So like the Selby Bridge that goes over to Hamline. And then, which I didn't realize, is it actually goes over 94 to University. So if you go from University, bordered by Lexington and Hamline on each side. And
Shout out White Castle.
And take that south to Summit.
Yes.
That's the neighborhood. And it's super.
Lex Ham goes all the way north of 94.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So technically.
I do the research, apparently. I guess I don't.
So technically, the target, Lex Ham. So the White Castle
on the southwest corner of University in Lexington. Yes.
Is in Lex Ham.
The first time I tried a chicken ring.
Was that the
Not a chicken wing.
Nope, a chicken ring.
Chicken ring. Was that at that White Castle in like
Yep.
1998?
Landfill Records, RIP, I think. They were the parent, like the record store of Cheapo, was in
I never did not know
Lex
that.
Ham.
Okay.
Pizza Luce, St. Paul. Lex Ham. Yellowbird Cafe,
Isn't Pizza Luce
Lexington.
east of
Hamline.
Lexington?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's on Lexington.
No, it's not.
It's on Selby.
Yeah. East
And
of
it's
Lex-
west of Lexington.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yep. So that's pretty much it for like the retail stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
there's like a line of health and some other stuff back where Target was, like in the more commercial sort of corridor along University and the highway at this point. But mainly it's just a residential neighborhood, old tree-lined, old historic houses.
Yeah.
Super tight-knit community feel. Like people who live in that little pocket love that pocket, man.
Kind of like romantic almost with like the trees and the old houses. And now they're like, there's some roundabouts in there now.
Yeah. We just sold the house there. I mean, sold on the buyer side, right? Shout out Stephanie,
Yes.
friend of the pod.
Another one.
But she just bought a house there.
Yeah.
And it's charming and gorgeous, and her neighbors are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And you can go from these what appear to be like, maybe just shy of $1 million like old houses to mid $300,000 old houses. It's all old houses.
They're old as shit.
But, so there's a
But
pretty,
they can be like 1,000 square
Yeah.
feet, 350K.
yeah, wide variety of price points.
Yes.
There's some apartment complexes in there, but not like big apartment complexes unless you're again on the university side, right?
Yeah.
There's like some
it's more like
fourplexy-
fourplexes, eightplexes
exactly.
kind of things at
Yep.
the most.
Yeah, so it's and the neighborhood really looks out for each other. And then much like what were we talking about Kenny a couple weeks back when we were talking about how boring Kenny was?
That was Wyndham.
Wyndham.
Which Wyndham's great. We love Wyndham,
Yeah,
but there's just not as much there as we.
But everything that's cool about Wyndham is not actually in Wyndham.
Right.
It's right outside on the periphery.
Yeah.
Lex Ham has the same kind of vibe. I mean, again, we shouted out all the cool places, like Pizza Luce's great, Yellowbird's great, right? But Iron Ranger, a block away from Lex Ham.
Correct.
The Kowalski's on Grand, a block away from
on the
Lex
other
Ham.
side, right.
Good guys. Computer and like repair for all this kind of gear, synthesizers, old school guys in the bottom of an apartment building on Grand Avenue that like have transistors and resistors and like been there forever, just outside of Lex Ham. So everything on Grand and Summit there. So that's what's cool about it is it's so centrally located that right outside your door, across the street from your neighborhood is the Whole Foods or the Kowalski's or Two Scoops or like
Is Everest
whatever.
on Grand?
Everest on Grand is
That's right. I've never
right
been there.
across from Kowalski's.
Is that weird that I've never
It's
been
a
there?
Nepali place.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not one of my favorites.
What's Nepali cuisine?
A
lot of yak.
Yes, a little like Sherpas.
Yeah,
bring your food
Sherpas
out,
and-
on their back, and everything is served in Yetis. That was the joke.
I understand.
Yes.
By Sherpas.
Yes, by
Yeah.
Sherpas. So yeah, talk to me about. I guess you want to go into stats of the neighborhood, or do you want to go into your?
No,
your
let's
Summit project?
talk about. I mean, are there available stats on Lex Ham because it's not an officially
There
designated?
are, so they lump it with Miriam Park.
Got it.
And so, what do you want to guess? And again, small sample size, right? Because Lex Ham is a really small community.
Yeah.
So we can swing from. I'll tell you what the median price was in January for the Twin Cities.
$395.
$370.
Okay.
January median price. What do you think it was in Lex Ham?
$475.
677,000.
Damn.
Which means
Just in 1 month?
1 month.
Okay, so it
So-
could be skewed.
Yeah, it very much is skewed. So now let's go to March. What do you think it was?
$475.
388.
Okay.
Right? And then we're back up to 460. Then we're up to damn near 500,000. And right now we're sitting at 399,000. So right
So
at
that
the
just
Twin
goes
Cities
to what you were talking about, where you
Yeah.
do have $350,000, $400,000
Yeah.
homes that are smaller. They're all old.
Yes.
And you still have the older, bigger homes.
Yeah.
You've got Tudors. You've got like
Yeah.
what Victorian-ish era style
Yeah.
homes.
Lots
that-
of front porches.
Totally lots
know,
of front porches.
Which adds to the community flavor, which makes it, that's why that neighborhood is so cool and has such a strong community feel, is because it really is super diverse.
Yeah.
And I think that makes for cooler mixes of people.
Well, and I think Macalester College seems
Close.
really diverse.
Yeah.
Just people from all different parts of the world,
Sure.
all different colors.
Sure.
And there's, like we said, there's a lot of those like brownstone rentals, fourplexes or whatever.
Yep.
So maybe that adds to it a little bit too. That's what I think of when I think of Macalester. And I never went, you went to Macalester, but
Yeah.
I think of diversity because I
Yeah, you
grew
know,
up kind of around there for a few
yeah,
years,
so it certainly is.
even though it's not diverse in terms of how much it costs to go there.
No, so this is like the I can't speak to it too much, but like I know that like my friends of color who went to Macalester always felt like they were picked and plucked for the marketing
Really?
of the school.
Okay.
And Macalester counts diversity. Like if you're from Norway, you're in their like diversity.
You're in their percentages.
percentages.
Yes.
Right? So on paper, it appears much more diverse than it is because they are pulling from Norway and Sweden and Ghana and Brazil,
Yeah.
and the East Coast and the West Coast. So they're pulling from everywhere, like, which does make it very international, which I think is maybe different than like diverse. So it's diverse in a way, but it's diverse in a much more international
That's
flavor.
the word.
Right?
I guess I don't think of it as diverse. I think the word is international.
International, right?
Yeah.
Because you have alumni that went there, like Kofi Annan.
Yeah.
Or
He's got a building named after him.
Walter Mondale.
Yeah.
I was going to say shout out somebody else, but
Peter Berg.
Yeah, Peter Berg.
Yeah.
My guy Bengo Mrema,
Love
who you
him.
wouldn't know, but I just saw him again.
I don't even know who that is.
After 25 years, first time ever at the Surly show.
Who'd you go there to see?
Fucking Bleeding Gums Murphy. Who am I talking about?
Maceo
Trumpet
Parker?
Muldoon. Trombone Shorty.
Oh,
See
is
that
real?
name? That's the real name.
Oh, okay.
So see, it doesn't sound that crazy when I throw in Trumpet Muldoon.
Not
Bleeding Gums
quite
Murphy,
as
and
good
Trombone Shorty.
as not quite as good as the tuba player in the Roots.
Tuba Gooding Jr.
Tuba Gooding Jr.
Yes. He's good.
That's quite the name.
But Macalester Groveland obviously is in Mac Groveland,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little bit away
Macalesters,
from Lex Ham,
Yeah.
but it's a similar feel,
Yeah.
right? Like that whole swath of neighborhood around Macalester, similar feel. Whether you're in Mac Groveland or Lex Ham
Yes.
or Miriam Park, and that's why people gravitate towards that part of St. Paul because it does have a community feel, it does have a welcoming feel, and it's got some charm that. You don't necessarily get as much of if you're in Highland or you start to move up through Como or whatever.
Totally different.
Still charming, but
Totally different feel.
Different vibes.
Yep.
But you talk about the days on market, right? That $677,000 month. Well, the average day on market was 111 days.
That's too long.
Yeah, but that was it was a super expensive old house. It was probably overpriced and sat there forever. Whereas now that we're at the Twin Cities average, pretty much, we're at the Twin Cities average.
There you go.
Which is 19 days on market, which again is longer than we've seen in recent history.
Yeah.
But we're still only at 2.5 months of supply in the Twin Cities, which is approaching, what do we want, 6 months supply?
Ideally.
Yeah, so we're still less than half of the supply for what we would consider a healthy
Which tells you it's still a seller's market.
Yeah, despite what the national headlines are, which are heavily weighted by Florida, Texas,
Arizona,
California, and other southern states,
Yeah.
which have a dearth of inventory on the market.
Yes.
And people refuse to believe, I think, that their houses aren't worth as
wealth
much as they
of
thought
inventory
they
on the
were.
market.
A dearth is the opposite of
Yes.
a wealth. Yes. God, we have the dearth.
We have the dearth.
They have the wealth.
That's right.
Which, when it comes to quality of life, is the exact opposite. We have the wealth. They have the dearth.
Before we move on,
Is
because
dearthy a verb or an adjective? Can you say dearthy?
no, you can say girthy.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah. I don't think you can say dirthy.
That's real dearthy.
Getting back to my golf take and Zoran Mamdani and how I love him.
Okay.
I saw a social media post that said, did you play Super Mario Kart at all?
Yeah. Who didn't?
A social media post that said Mario Kart's the closer to first place you are, the less useful power-ups you get system is an ideal model for how our economy should work.
Yeah, it's true. You only get the bullet when you're in 7th place.
And the last guy said, blue shell the 1%.
I love it.
I love that, dude.
I love it.
If you're in first place, you're going to maybe get a banana peel,
You're going to get a banana peel.
but you're not going to get 3 red shells.
No. That's a good take.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, yeah, Lex Ham.
Lex
We love
Ham.
it. But,
We love Lex Ham.
but let's talk about, again, adjacent or bordering Summit Avenue. Because you brought to my attention there's a Summit Avenue redevelopment project that has been on again, off again for years.
Well,
and now there's some movement, or what's going on?
It's so Streets MN, STREETS.MN is the website. It's a great website. I encourage you all to add it to your
Spotify
Rolodex.
playlist.
Your internet Rolodex. If there's certain websites
believe
you
they're
go to
called
every day.
Bookmarks.
You're right. Add it to your bookmarks, but
Okay.
keep it, add it to your things you check out every day or every week. It's a great website. But there was a great article written last week about the Summit Avenue Regional Trail, SART. It was something that's it's been proposed and approved by the city council years ago.
Yeah.
So the proposal is essentially this, and I kind of want to get your take on it because we haven't really talked about it too much at all before this, but it's been approved. So now we're kind of just in the waiting game of figuring out how to get the funds allocated and what specifics are going to happen. So essentially, people keep getting hit on Summit Avenue on bikes. People have died.
Sure.
Vehicles are hitting bikes. Vehicles are hitting pedestrians. Vehicles are going too fast. The bikes are too close to the vehicles. So this got approved years ago.
Yeah.
The plan essentially is, okay, the way we have the Summit Avenue in St. Paul the bike lane
Yeah.
doesn't work.
No.
Bikers are getting hit. They're riding right next to vehicles.
They're going the wrong way.
They're going the wrong way. So the proposal is to essentially just swap the parking with and moving the curb actually inside in about 8 feet in from where it is now. Mm-hmm. And the cars driving down Summit can park on Summit right next to where they're driving, right? Mm-hmm. And that's where the curb will be. And then next to the curb will be a slightly raised.
So they want to make it a whole different thing, not just swap the cars and the lane. They want to actually raise it, protect it.
They're going to into a one-way on going east and the opposite way, one way going west. Yep. Plowable for the winter.
They've done this in downtown St. Paul.
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Jackson.
So I guess it's the same then.
Yeah.
And it'll be above the curb, a dedicated bike lane separate from car traffic.
There'll still be a sidewalk?
There will still be a sidewalk, of course. Okay. Yes. I can't remember if the sidewalk is on which side of the bike lane it's going to be.
Some sidewalks are pretty wide.
Yeah.
Are they planning on reducing the width of that? I can see that being contentious for some homeowners.
I don't think so. Okay. Everything I'm reading here, they don't talk about sidewalks being an issue at all.
It? Because there is some pretty fierce, for and against.
Well, everybody for it is saying exactly what I've said. Also, that they're going to have to tear up Summit anyway, because the infrastructure, the pipes underneath Summit, especially east of Lexington, are from 120 years ago. Mm-hmm. So the cast iron pipes.
They're doing it. They did it all up and down Grand, and they're
currently doing it. Yeah.
So they just did it in Uptown. If they can do it in Uptown, they can do it in Summit.
Totally right. So they're going to have to do this work anyway, eventually, or at least they're going to have to tear up Summit eventually. And this wouldn't even be tearing it up. So the people against it and actually there is a special election tomorrow for Ward 4. I don't know what ward you're in St. Paul, but there's a special election where one of the anti-Summit Avenue Regional Trail
SART
people is running. And anyway, these are the arguments against it. Huge number of trees will be destroyed. This has been debunked. It has been. They had an arborist come out. Parking losses will be catastrophic.
Debunked?
Well, so west of Lexington, parking won't be affected at all because there's that huge median.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
East of Lexington, we're going to lose half the parking.
Interesting.
Which sucks, but
people don't park on Summit. Any given day, you can go to Summit unless you're in front of the church or the school right on Lexington and Summit. If you're up further by Mitchell-Hamline or there's always some spaces. But
and at some point as a society, we have to make a decision of what are we trying to do here? Are we trying to be more car friendly or more public transit, bike, pedestrian friendly?
Sure.
and we've been going the vehicle friendly route as a nation forever.
Sure.
These are my thoughts. American with Disability Act access will be diminished. I can't think of a reason how that would
they
be
would
possible.
be redoing all of that.
I don't. I mean,
more standard.
how is it
code.
good now?
Yeah. No, they've already ripped up corners all over the cities, especially in St. Paul for more disability access. So I would imagine this would only help that.
Cycling will be degraded. I don't know. I don't know how that. I don't know what that means. We shouldn't do this now.
Mm-hmm. We have
We have more important things to discuss. The historic.
When does
character,
but I don't wanna come into
historic
the
characters coming in now.
Okay,
so
right.
the get off my lawn.
Okay.
NIMBY stuff.
Yeah.
And money will be wasted, which could be, but I don't know if you know this, but St. Paul, city of St. Paul, okayed a 1% sales tax last year. You're giving me a look like St. Paul and taxes.
St. Paul does everything.
Casey.
I love St. Paul, but man, they do everything backwards.
Well,
I'm fine with the sales tax.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? Make it a 5% sales tax and bring my property taxes down.
Yeah. Or just pump the brakes for 3 years.
How about the city lets whatever trash companies want do their thing?
Yeah.
And right now, dude, I swear every transaction in St. Paul, it's still a question of like, how do I pay my final trash bill? Is it on tax assessments now? Why did I receive a bill in the mail? Then you call FCC Environmental Services, which is the new city-approved trash hauler, and they're like, we don't handle billing at all, so you can't pay them. So it's like there's still massive questions as to like who is doing what.
And that doesn't even mention the data breach.
And you can't check a lot of government sites because we were hacked by Minneapolis. Fucking assholes. So, St. Paul, man, we got to get it together.
So who does your garbage? You don't have municipal garbage in St. Paul. I can't.
But it's FCC. It's a private contractor hired to do it, which is fine. But we don't know. Nobody knows how you pay. Some people are saying it's on assessments. But if it's on assessments, why am I getting a bill in the mail? Why the last house that I sold closed, are they calling the former owner saying, hey, we got a bill for your time? Mm-hmm. And she goes to pay it. They're like, we don't handle payments. So then maybe it is on assessments. And if it wasn't a pending assessment at the time of closing, then she legally is not responsible for that bill because that, you know what I mean? Like all assessments were paid to zero at the time of closing. So we have no, at least as I understand it, there's no understanding. And even in speaking to title, I'll keep the name out of it.
Yeah.
But they were like, we don't even try to get involved with the trash anymore on this side in St. Paul because we have no idea what they're doing and we just are just like prefer to stay out of it because it's all backwards. Something to that effect.
Yeah, I do see. I feel like more and more when I look at MLS listings and they're in the city of St. Paul, there's a pending there's an assessment associated.
Yes.
And I don't see that anywhere else.
No.
And I see it sometimes.
Some of it has to do, I think, with the free lead to copper conversion of water pipes.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll be interested to get a real answer on how trash is going to be billed now, because it used to be waste management and you used to pay them. It had nothing to do with taxes or assessment. So it was done with city water quarterly.
Yeah,
you would pay it.
Yeah,
I don't know why or how or what they changed about it, but they have, and it hasn't been long enough for anybody to really understand it.
Is this a Melvin Carter thing or like?
It's not like Melvin. It's not like I'll call him Melvin. Because I don't know him.
You don't know him, okay?
And but it's not.
I know it's not him.
It's not like he goes and trash shall be.
No, right.
I
I'm just saying, is it a Melvin Carter thing in which he could provide a solution to the chaos?
I mean, he certainly could communicate a solution, but I'm not sure what if there's priority on that,
I
right?
see.
Like, is priority West 7th redevelopment? Is priority SART? Is priority just making downtown not a ghost town?
Yeah.
Because there's a huge thing on the table for a redevelopment of downtown, right?
Yeah. And the Highland Bridge.
Highland Bridge
Yeah.
they've resumed that.
They have.
So I think that taking the rent control off
Yep.
has helped that. And Grand Avenue, apparently there's going to be where Jute is on Victoria and Grand is going to get torn down and turned into a condominium or apartment complex with retail on the bottom floor. And then 2 new restaurants are going in where Salou and Anthropology were.
Sweet.
I don't know what they are yet, but so that hopefully that'll see some revitalization because of that. So I don't know, man. St. Paul's got it's great, but it's certainly got its issues. And hopefully we're on a path to figuring stuff out. But
Well, tying a bow on this, Summit Avenue Regional Trail. So people are the people that want to maintain the historical integrity, charm, whatever, that group is still fighting tooth and nail against this. But
Sure.
So what it seems like what is going to happen is in 2027 or 2028, we're going to break ground on this.
they should.
First phase is going to be from the river to Fairview.
Because they have the boulevard, the park.
Right.
parkway.
That's exactly right. They have that median, that 80-foot wide median. And it's
Which
going to...
people walk it anyways at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where you run.
Yes. So we're going to see how that goes starting then. And then the year after, they're going to do Fairview to Hamlin or Fairview to Lexington.
Yeah.
And then
That'll be fine, too.
that'll be... Once you get east to Lexington is when it's going to
Yeah.
start ruffling feathers.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's good, man. I'm all for it. I have kids. I'm half serious when I talk about how much I hate bikers.
I know. But you want your kids, if they're biking on Summit, to be safe.
I tell them to bike on the sidewalk, which
Yeah.
you're not supposed to.
Which
do,
you're not supposed to,
right? But I don't care. I'd rather have them alive and on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Make biking easier for your average person to get out and enjoy.
Yeah.
And get around the city. So yeah, I'm all for it, man. Well, thanks for a riveting conversation this week, Andrew.
Oh, are we still recording?
Yeah, let's
Speaking of tie a bow.
let's get out of here.
Yeah, tie a
You
bow.
think?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
This must be the place. Yeah, this